What's up, ladies and gents? Shoe Booty Sports coming at you Tuesday night. Per the always, most of the time anyway. I'm your host, Grandpa, on this screen. That's Bradley on the other. In the baby blue hat. Well, mine's more so baby blue. I don't know. They're both baby blue. Screw it. Say what's up, Brad.
How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I don't have to work tomorrow, so I'm in a terrific mood. But yeah, let's get the podcast going. We've got a few things to talk about, obviously, in the sports world. Before we get to that, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor. Shoe Booty Sports is presented by Rhino Races. Rhino Races is a virtual race series that offers 5 different races: a 5K, 10K, half marathon, a marathon, and the one of a kind Rhino Ultra. You can sign up for one or all 5 of their races at rhinoraces.com. Run your race at your convenience, track it with your fitness app of choice, screenshot your results as proof of completion, submit that screenshot to rhinoraces.com under the submit results section. Once your results are verified by Rhino Races staff, your award will be shipped to you by mail. Also, check out their gear section while you're there for t shirts, wristbands, decals, and more. That's rhinoraces.com. Rhino Races is the premier virtual running series, and you can find us, Shoe Booty Sports, on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on X at Shoe Booty Sports. All right, so Arkansas played Notre Dame Saturday.
If you
I
want to
had
call it
a,
that, yeah.
yeah, if you want to call it that, it went terrible for Arkansas. Notre Dame looked all world. Receivers were wide open by at a minimum 20 yards. It just
Yeah.
there were there was fight from the offense early. There was no resistance from the defense from start to finish, and then it just got worse when they realized the game was getting away from them. The team just quit. The team just quit. Fans left in droves at halftime because it was what at halftime? Like 49-13, something like that.
Yeah, I don't even know if we had 13, but yeah, something like that. But
Yeah,
yeah, they most of them didn't wait until halftime.
yeah. By halftime, the stadium looked empty. It was bad. A message was sent, and I mean the student section was chanting "Fire Pittman," and that's what happened. And I watched the game, and I said,
I
watching the
watched it
game in
all.
the first half, I said Pittman will not be the coach this time next week. And I thought the announcement would come yesterday, Monday. No, it came the very next day. It came Sunday. Sam Pittman fired, Bobby Petrino named interim coach. So I was like, okay, well, this is a good start. And then I saw your check statement. They're opening up their coaching search right away, and that search includes Bobby Petrino, who has expressed his desire to be the head coach.
Of
And
course.
and what does Petrino do to make a statement?
He
He
made a
goes in
solid move.
he goes into work Monday and says, Travis Williams, pack your shit, get out here. And the two other guys on the defense, their defensive coaches on that side of the ball, who were as worthless as can be this season. And yeah, the whole basically the whole defensive coaching staff, it felt like, has been fired, rightfully so. Fully support that decision.
Yes.
And Petrino's already got guys in place to replace them. So Bobby P is not messing around. Would you like to show what you have in the background for? I mean, for those of you that can't are watching us on Spotify and YouTube,
Oh, yeah, I guess I can pull it off the wall for the viewers at home.
we don't
It
have to do
is,
that.
oh, well, it is a Arkansas Times magazine back whenever they put stuff with newspapers, or newspapers still a thing. That came with that was at the newspaper stand back from 2011. It's Bobby Petrino, best and worst of 2011. And he is not wearing a neck brace in that photo. But the initials are, BMFP. And you can put that together however you want.
All right, well, when I went to the Arkansas State game, I went with my friend Michelle, right? and a guy was wearing a BMFP shirt, and that's all it said was BMFP. And she doesn't watch football regularly. I mean, she just it's just not her thing. And she asked me, she goes, "What's BMFP?" And then I told her what it was, and she said, "Oh." And then I explained the situation a little bit, but she got it. She's a smart gal. She was able to piece that together. But yeah, Bobby P back. He's the head coach at the University of Arkansas again, at least for the rest of this season. The universe had, as
It's
Brandon
crazy.
Walker said, the universe has won.
Dude,
Something I
Hugh
never thought would happen.
Freeze, both Hugh Freeze and Bobby Petrino have head coaching jobs again in the SEC. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, and Petrino's back at the University of Arkansas, coach. I'm not surprised Petrino's back coaching in the SEC. It's at the University of Arkansas where he's coaching again. Now, of course, there's no Jeff Long isn't there anymore. Uh, but yeah, it's here we are.
Yeah.
Really, does it feel like it's been 14 years,
No.
13, 14 years?
Nope.
It sounds like a long time, right?
It does.
I think that's because we've just kind of tried to put Razorback football, block it out of our memory as much as we can, because it's been a disastrous period since Petrino. There's been one good year, really, and that was an 8-5 year, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Like that's been the good season. That was Brett Bielema's best season at Arkansas, and it was
Hey,
downhill from there.
Pittman got a 9-win season in there.
That's true. That's true. I'm wrong. Sam Pittman did go 9-4 one year, and that was when they won all the trophy games too, right?
Yep.
So my mistake on that. Sam Pittman did. I will say this about him: it did not end well, and there were signs that it wasn't going to.
Yeah.
Pittman just
He knew it wasn't
displayed.
going to end well.
Yeah, well, Pittman just displayed time and time again. This is not a good head coach. A good position coach, probably good recruiter from the at least
He
his
was a great
past.
recruiter.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
past indicates that. Um, well, he wasn't as a head coach at Arkansas, at least in the last
No.
couple of years, and that's why I say that. But he showed time and time again he's not a head coach. Certainly not at this level. And but good position coach. But you got to give him credit for taking over a program that it was a job nobody wanted. It wasn't a job anybody
No.
wanted.
So
And
you want to,
well,
did
no,
you look at his numbers?
Pittman, no.
No.
What
We'll
do you
talk
mean
about
by
those later.
that? Okay. I was going to say something good about him. He took over a program that was just a dumpster fire of a program, and then in year two went 9-4, and had two more winning seasons on top of that. And this did not go well. This season didn't go well, but it's what it is. I do
2
appreciate him
fumbles
for
away
this.
from it being really well. I mean,
Yeah, they could have been 4-0 going into that Notre Dame game.
they just gave up, dude.
Yeah,
Like, I haven't seen that level of quit in a long time, man.
that's the
Especially
thing.
at that level.
Like that's the thing. Pittman deserved to be fired. Like at the right, like at the time it happened, he deserved it.
Yeah.
But it's crazy how it got away like so quickly.
Halftime at Memphis, dude. I want to know what was said in that locker room. Because at that point on, that team did not try.
Yeah, and it starts at the top. But Bobby Petrino, he had a press conference this morning, or it might have been yesterday morning, talking about change and how the life is not, has life is about change and how you adapt to change. And he said we're going to be better. It's just how quickly are the players going to buy in. It depends on how quickly they're going to get better.
Yep.
I mean, Bobby
We
P
opened
knows
our
this.
transfer portal, right?
Yeah, like it's a 30-day window. for players that want to transfer. Does that work in and out, or is it
No,
just
just
for
out.
players that want? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's it's what it is. Players that want to go, I mean, you can go as far as I'm concerned. You just, I don't know. Bobby Petrino, this is his auditioning gig again. So it's, we're going to see what happens. But apparently, Yurachek has been able to talk with boosters and put together an attractive package to pretty much hire who they want, who wants it.
So before we get into that conversation,
If you want to
let's
believe
let's talk Sam Pittman's numbers. We was talking with my boss about him today,
that.
and he
Okay,
just
hang
threw
on.
out a weird.
Are these financial numbers or what are
No, these are his win-loss record at Arkansas head coach. Because he just threw out there, he's like, yeah, he's almost a 500 coach, win-loss record. But he said, like, he's like, half of these losses were to ranked teams. And I was like, oh, that can't be right. Well, so in against ranked opponents, he went 7-24. His total win-loss was 32-34. So that means 70% of his losses at Arkansas came to top 25 teams. And we all know how many of those were one possession losses. I guess that's one thing we didn't have to watch was another one possession loss this past Saturday. I I guess that's the only silver lining.
they? Sure.
Um,
Um, I what was Pittman's SEC record at Arkansas? That's what I want to know.
it was 14-29.
Okay. I know Petrino's at Arkansas, I believe, is 17-15, which is
Yeah.
which is good. I mean, in a 4 year stint to go from 5-7 to 11-2, where you just had
Yeah.
nothing but improvement. If I remember right, it was 5-7, and ended with a great win over LSU on a last second play by Casey Dick. Then you go eight and
Yep.
five with a bowl win in the Liberty Bowl. Then you go 10-3 with a close loss in the Sugar Bowl to Ohio State, first
I was
ever
there.
BCS Bowl, and then 11-2 with a big Cotton Bowl win over Kansas State. So it was just nothing but improvement with Bobby Petrino there, and that's why fans are
And
so, or at least many of them are
and
so.
then
And then Arkansas got Arkansas,
yeah.
and yeah, the motorcycle
I,
wreck, and the rest is
I
history.
still think it wasn't no motorcycle wreck.
I don't
So
know why you think that though,
I think that girl's fiance got hold of Bobby P.
but then again, how is
This was
there a
before the
girl
affair thing came out. So they fabricated the motorcycle story.
but then how are you talking to your reporter and say a woman flagged somebody down? And the reporter should have said, if it was a good reporter, should have said, well, where did this woman come from?
The reporter was right there on scene whenever it happened. I don't believe it.
No,
There's a
I'm
lot of
saying
things.
what? I'm saying when Petrino was answering the question in the press conference after the wreck, he said they said, "Well, how did you alert authorities?" And then Petrino said, "A woman flagged the car down." And the reporter should have said, "Well, what woman flagged the car down? Where did this woman come from?" I mean, that's what should have happened, but it didn't.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, rest is history. Either way, you're going conspiracy theory over there. Even if that was the case, the guy's boy or the girl's boyfriend found out. So okay, you got beat up in a fight. Just say that.
I
I
don't
don't
know,
know.
man.
Whatever. But that comes off as bad too. Yeah, it would have been bad either way because it would have resulted in him getting fired because of all that would have come out. So I can understand why you would go that direction. I don't buy it
So
personally.
yeah, I'm just hoping old Hunter he's casting that net far and wide on this coaching search. Uh and not just yeah, Bobby P. But what's the craziest name that you've seen or that you've heard floating around? so far for the coaching search.
I mean, I guess John Gruden.
Yeah. Everybody's making that tie-in. Uh, the funniest one I heard was from Clint's wife last night. She wants our next head coach to be Kingsbury, just so she can look at him. So
Yeah,
it's like,
that's
no,
why.
please no.
No, that's the wildest
No, Pat
career
McAfee.
trajectory.
I heard Pat McAfee's name tossed around. I was like, why would he do that? That's a massive, super massive pay cut, and he has no ties here. He could care less about Arkansas. Why would he ever do that?
And he's a
But
punter.
yes,
And he was a punter. What does he know about like X's and O's to that extent?
Butch Jones played in the band. I mean, come on. At least Pat's on the field.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Things didn't end well for him at Tennessee. He wasn't that good at Tennessee.
No,
Hasn't been that great at Arkansas State. I mean, there are several coaches have had more success there than him.
just trying to make a point.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Kingsbury. Going back to him, that's the wildest career trajectory I've seen. That guy keeps getting fired from college or got fired from college jobs, and then got an NFL head coaching job. So how did that happen? And
All about who you know, I guess, man.
now he does know offense, and I think he does work as an offensive coordinator. I think that does work, but no, I don't want him as a head coach. No, no, I'm good on. We've got a guy that knows offense at head coach currently. Whether it lasts, we'll see. I guess Gruden's the craziest name. I guess the names I've heard: Brett Lashley, Gus has
Oh,
been thrown in there. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, Petrino, and then just a bunch of other names I don't really recognize or pay too much attention to. But the big one is Gruden.
I know one name that should not be on that coaching searching list.
Which is
Gundy.
oh, it shouldn't be. Um, yeah, that was his. Now you want to take the last two seasons out, it would have been considered, but no, but he wouldn't have left Oklahoma State either if the last two seasons didn't happen or go the way that they did.
So does he
Uh,
cut his mullet now?
no, I didn't. I haven't paid attention to Mike Gundy.
No, does he have to cut it now? Because
Oh,
that's
does he
like,
have to? I thought you said he. Have I seen that he cut it? Uh, I don't know. I mean, it's he didn't have to work again a
ever.
day in his life if he doesn't want to. I mean, yeah, he was the head coach at Oklahoma State for 21 years, and he's getting a pretty good buyout for this, I'm sure. So he's good for a while, for the rest of his life, I'm sure. Going back to the Gruden thing and crazy names being tossed out, it doesn't surprise me that a guy's wife wants Cliff Kingsbury to be the coach so that they can look at him. That I
Yes.
understand. But obviously, that move won't happen, and you don't want it to happen for multiple reasons. But certainly, that's not clearly a good strength of why you want to hire this guy. But going back to Gruden, this isn't Arkansas people throwing his name out there. This is coming from national like
Yeah.
sports radio talk shows and podcasts and all. Barstool is saying the guys at Barstool are saying repeatedly an outkick, go get Gruden, go hire Gruden. I think it's mainly outkick that I keep hearing that from guys there, but I mean there are strong pushes from multiple people. I mean outlets not coming from Arkansas. Brett Favre had a Facebook post
Seeing
about
Brett Favre's endorsement, yeah.
yeah saying I could see John Gruden at Arkansas and went on to say why. So this isn't coming from just delusional Arkansas fans.
It'd be one hell of a splash.
Yeah, it would be, and
But I
this
don't
is
know
what
what it
I
would be after that, though.
see. This is what I've heard, like a combo thing. John Gruden, and this is guys that I think outkick. John Gruden, they're playing fantasy scenario. John Gruden, head coach, Ed Orgeron coaching just on the staff and coaching offensive line and recruiting.
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, Orgeron is a recruiter, great recruiter.
Yeah.
That would be quite the combo.
As long as we get weekly interviews with that guy.
Yeah, I mean, it would be. Gosh, it'd be an interesting time to be in Fayetteville. John Calipari, John Gruden on the same campus, Orgeron, just as a mouthpiece in the background. Again, this is dream scenario. I'm not saying any of them are going to happen. What do you think? Okay, what do you think the most realistic scenario is? If we're just calling it right now, who do we think will be the head coach at Arkansas next season? We're
Uh,
obviously just guessing at this point.
I don't know. I could see that who say Rhett Lashley?
Brett
Yeah.
Lashley.
I could see him before anybody else, I guess.
You think it would be Brett Lashley?
Yeah, I think they would. I don't know, just because he has ties to Arkansas. I mean, who else is out there that has ties to Arkansas other than Bobby P?
Gus.
Yeah,
I don't think. I don't know that
I
Gus
think Gus
wants.
is happy. I think Gus is happy where he's at.
Yeah, I agree. Um,
So
if I'm just guessing what I think will happen, I think you'll see enough improvement in the season. Or they're probably going to win some games that they shouldn't,
yeah,
and it'll be enough of a turnaround that Petrino will be named head coach. But
that's most realistic.
he'll be
I
named
just didn't
permanent.
want. Yeah, I just don't want to say it. It's the most.
But
That's the most Arkansas crap that can happen, and it's gonna happen.
would you not be happy with that?
I mean, there's worse options,
Because
but there's
that's
got
the
to be
thing.
better.
Does there though? I mean, but you seemed like a, I don't know. I was a Bobby Petrino fan when he was in Arkansas too, but I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking of everything in between then and now. Like
Yeah, it's
it
changed a
didn't.
lot.
Yeah, it didn't end well at Louisville for him. I mean, he can clearly coach. It didn't end well at Louisville, but look at what he did when he went to Missouri State. He coached circles around Sam Pittman when they played Arkansas.
Yeah, yeah. Should have beat us.
Yeah, and should have won. And I don't the guy the team was clearly better offensively last year. They're clearly better at least offensively this year. Awful defense, and again, two fumbles away from being 4-0 going into Notre Dame. But I mean, the guy can coach, but but I don't think you're going to get the same success that Petrino had at Arkansas this time around. Like even if he would have stayed, if the motorcycle wreck didn't happen, Arkansas wasn't winning 10, 11 games every year.
Not every year, but one
No.
every 4 years. Watch out. It would have been. It would have been serious.
But here's the thing: I would take 7, 8 wins a year, and with that, you say four. I think every 5, 6 years you get 10 wins, maybe 11 one magical season. I'm good with that. I'll take that. That's essentially what Auburn football is. Like, you know how happy I'd be to have a disappointing Auburn football season?
Yeah, at
Love to have
least you're consistent. Yeah.
that. Exactly. Uh, if I'm guessing, I would say that's the most realistic thing that'll happen, and I'd be okay with it. Having said that, what would you want to happen? If you could just pick any dream scenario, what would you want to see happen?
What you just mentioned to me earlier, like 2 minutes ago.
Rudy and Coach
Orgeron,
O?
half of them all. Like that'd be the biggest splash you're going to bring in, you're going to have at least two solid recruiting classes just from that hire. But I don't know where it goes after that. I don't know. It's been a while since Gruden coached. He didn't really have the greatest records at his last couple of stops, right?
You're basically just making it. It's a splash name, is what you're doing.
Yes.
Now he is a national known personality. So I
Yep.
mean, people know who John Gruden is, but it does come down to X's and O's at some point. So I don't know.
I'm really surprised nobody's throwing Dion's name out there. Just
Yeah, they
because when they threw his name out there last time, so why not?
yeah, but you see how it's going this year. It's not going so well for Colorado this year. So I would say that would be why. I really don't know what I think. What I would either want Petrino again, or just to see if we can. I mean, that's like a walking 30 for 30, like in the making, right? I mean, just to have this unbelievable success in 4 years at Arkansas. Then the wreck happens, and then it's just disaster after that. Dumpster fire of a program after that. And then you somehow find your way back at what you said was your dream job, and you find a way to make it. You find a way to make it work and become, I don't know, to have a strong enough campaign during your interim season to become head coach again, and then you can just finish. If you finish your career strong, I mean that's a pretty damn good story, you know.
Yeah.
But it's wild. But I mean
It's wild, dude.
it's a heck of a story.
Yeah.
Uh, and I don't know if yeah, I don't know that Gruden can coach. Is it an exciting wow this happened type of thing? Yeah, it is. But like you said, can they sustain that? I don't know. Probably not. But
Oh.
I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we have no Razorback football this weekend, so you got an extra week to
Woohoo!
prepare for Tennessee at Tennessee.
I don't get my heart stomped out this weekend. It's awesome. It's going to be a
Yeah.
great feeling.
All right, we'll kind of end Razorback talk on this. It's basically a Razorback episode because how could it not be? Um, what do you want to see from the Arkansas Tennessee game? Because we don't expect them to win, but what do you want
Defense.
to see? Just
I want to
some
see
defense.
defense, and some emotion. I
Yeah,
want to see that they actually care to be out there. It's like,
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see fight. I want to see some fight. I want to see defense, and I want to see a more crisp offense. I mean,
oh, I
it's
bet they're going to be more crisp.
yeah,
Because if they ain't, they're going to hear about it.
yes, they will. That's what I want to see. I'd love to see them win. I don't think it'll happen, but I'd love to see it happen. But it's
Yeah.
too early. I want to see significant improvement. You got 2 weeks. Let's see what you can do with that. Uh, Trino's going to make a strong. He's going to do everything he can to try to get this job again. Uh, so
He
I'm.
gonna be there every day, bright and early on his motorcycle, just waiting to go to work.
Somebody said Petrino should roll into Neyland Stadium with a on a Harley.
Yeah. Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just fully embrace the heck out of it. Like I get it, makes sense. Um, but yeah, just want to see some fight. All right.
No neck brace
Um,
sales just went up in Knoxville, so
oh, I'm sure. So shout out to whatever medical provider pushes those out. I don't know if it's Medline or another company, but somebody's going to make some money off of that in the next couple weeks. Okay, so want to talk a little. Got a little bit of time. Let's talk a little pro football. I don't know if you noticed, but your boy's 3-1 in our fantasy league.
good.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with the result last night. I had stuff to do last night, so I really couldn't watch any Monday Night Football. but I did check the fantasy. That's the other thing. The guy I played had like five guys playing. So I was like, man, I'll just check at the end of the night, see how it went. And yeah, won by 16 or so, 16 or 17 points. Like, okay, 3-1. Little irk that had I started Seattle's defense this whole time, I'd be 4-0 right now, but that's okay. I'll take 3-1. I'm good with that. Um, you're sitting at 2-2, correct?
Correct.
How do you feel
Derrick
about
Henry
Derrick?
has cost me. He can suck it. Him pulling himself in the third quarter, dude. Screw
Is
that.
that what happened? Because
He, yeah, I mean,
you,
it's like he wants to play for the Hogs. He goes to fumbling every game, and then he goes to just quitting by the third quarter. It's crazy.
yeah, Justice Hill had a lot of fantasy points last night.
Oh yeah, he did. And you want to know who dropped him? Luke. He was just saying he needed a running back. uh,
But Justice Hill won't maintain that. Like that's not
nope,
gonna.
not consistent.
Yeah, he had like 28 points last night, and because I looked and I was like, "What? Do I want to pick up Justice Hill?" And then I looked at like the rest of the season. I was like, "He's not going to do that again." So I was like, "Yeah, whatever." But yeah, Derrick, what has happened to Derrick Henry? That's funny. I was going to say, "How do you feel about Derrick Henry?" And you answered it before I could even get the question out.
I hate it. 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 If one year I finally get the chance to draft him, is the year that he's like, hey, you know that decline? Yeah, I'm about to go take it. Just hardcore. Right off a cliff.
The dude has been
But
so good for so long. He's been so good every year he's ever played football, but this year. Well, that's the thing. His numbers aren't bad, I don't think, but it's not Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry doesn't fumble like that or pull him.
no,
I,
his
I didn't
numbers
know.
bad, man. He had 2.4 points 2 weeks ago, and last week he had 6.4. Like he ain't even total 10 points out of 2 weeks.
That's not
Bad.
great. I mostly meant just like statistically, but I could be wrong on that. Because I know because hadn't he scored? Didn't he score a touchdown every game up until yesterday?
Nope.
Oh, okay, well, never mind then. Uh, I'm not Lad McConkey. I'm disappointed in that. That hasn't worked out at all. Dude had 2 whole points. He had 2 points yesterday. Like really? Like this is what I drafted. But Puka Nakua, number one player in fantasy right now. Somebody said he's on pace for like 173 catches for for 2,100 and something yards. Something ridiculous. I mean, he won't keep that up, but
No.
that's how good he's been these first 4 weeks. So I'm thrilled to have him. He's had like 30 points every week. I think he had 36 yesterday this past weekend. So
Yeah, he had 20 by like the first quarter. It's
yeah,
like
yeah. Well, I'm been very happy with that draft pick. I knew he was going to get an uptick just with Cooper Cup not being there anymore. I was like, well, this is going to work out if he can just stay healthy, and it's worked out very well for
no,
me.
not really
And the
working out for
fantasy.
Cup.
You said it hasn't.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I think they could see the writing on the wall. I think they saw that we got the best of Cooper Cup. So we got this young guy that we feel really good about. This younger version. Let's just stick with him. Let Cup go get paid somewhere else. But I mean, that's just football. I mean, that's pro football, pro sports. All right. I haven't looked at what's with the Eagles, by the way. The Eagles are 4-0, and they're still like it's still this is the most Philadelphia sports thing ever. You're 4-0, and you've seemingly got drama in the locker room. I don't know if this is being fabricated, but
I'm
the
sure
whole
it's
eight,
not.
yeah. Well, AJ Brown. I mean, just being typical diva wide receiver, not getting my touches. This is why, like, if I'm talking to a young person, young player, I'd say be Devonte Smith. No drama, no griping, makes plays when he's called upon. AJ Brown, more Terrell Owens than Devonte Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be
Yeah.
Devontae Smith, young people. I mean, both terrific players. I mean, AJ Brown's a terrific player, but you shouldn't have this kind of friction in the locker room when you're 4-0, if in fact that's what's happening. Um, but I don't know why it would be getting leaked that this would be coming out if things were happy go lucky. You know what I mean?
Did you catch
And,
any of these? What?
I would say, and Patrick Mahomes finally decided to be Patrick Mahomes again.
Yeah.
This is the most Patrick Mahomes he's looked in 2 years. So, of course, it
And
was
the
against
Ravens look
me.
like, yeah, Ravens look like ass. Just
Yeah,
straight
didn't
ass.
didn't look good at all. Okay, you were going to say something.
Did you catch the Sunday night game?
Yeah, the tie.
Yeah, the tie.
I
40
did.
40 tie.
Yeah,
Talk about a disappointment. Of course, Jerry thinks he won that game.
Cowboys acted like it was a win. Like they were talking like it was a win or after.
Yeah.
Just the way that they. I mean, heck, what I mean, cool, I guess. But yeah, 40-40 tie. That was interesting. Um, let's talk about this before we get out of here. Playoff baseball officially started today. I know the Cubs took game one from the Padres in the wild card round. Um, my Phillies are the 2 seed. I don't know when they play. I'll have to look into that. They don't play tonight, obviously, but I'll have to look into when they play. But playoff baseball, who would be your early pick? Let's say early pick to come out of each league: National League, American League. Who you got?
He's in Dodgers.
Yankees and Dodgers. You did say Yankees, right? Cut out a little bit. At least I think you did. I'm gonna say it's the Phillies' year. I don't know if even I believe it, but I mean they win big games or have this year in exciting fashion. It's the most exciting team I've ever watched play. I'm gonna go Phillies coming out of the National League. I think they're just too much offensively and pitching wise. Um, I my I want to pick the Mariners. I really want to pick Big Dumper and the Mariners because
Oh, that'd be sweet.
a lot of those players are former Travelers players. I would love to see that happen. I mean, the Big Dumper, 60 home runs as a catcher this year. What? How wild is that? I would love to see that happen. Blue Jays are really good too. I think I'll agree with you. I think I'll say Yankees. I hope I'm wrong, but I hope I'm right about the Phillies. But that'll be my pick to come out of the 2 leagues. I'll say Phillies, Yankees, my pick for the World Series. But we'll see what happens. A lot of good sports to go watch between now and next week. But we'll have to resume next week because we are out of time. But until then, I don't know. Let's go watch some sports and have fun. So until next time, I'm Grandpa.
Brother Brown.
Deuces, y'all.
Peace.